Welcome to Yoga for You, a channel tailored to helping you discover your very own unique yoga practice.
Hi everyone, my name is Shannon Liebel and I'm joining you from Lake Tahoe. This is your morning yin practice. You can take this whenever you'd like, but I'm gonna give you some moves this morning just to help prep you for your day. So meet me on a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you, and as you extend your legs, maybe even give your calves a little bit of a massage. You can work your way up, massage your thighs. If you want to bounce your knees or sway your feet. So this is just whatever you need to do to help your lower body completely relax. Now, once you're there, I want you to take a deep breath in and see if you can sit just a little bit taller. And as you sit tall, feel your shoulders stacking directly over the hips. So the one thing to check in with here is to see if your hips are tucking under and you're kind of slouching back. Think about lifting from the base of your spine out through the heart. And then as you do this, let your arms get really heavy so that your shoulders relax. Check back in with your legs, make sure that they're still soft. And then just drop your chin to your chest. So if you are taking this class in the morning, you may be feeling a stretch in the back of the neck, the upper back, that space on the top of the shoulder blades already here. Or if you've had a big workout today, whatever it is that your body's telling you, I want you to listen to that. So if this feels like it's enough, I'd like for you to stay right here and start to breathe a little bit deeper. If your body's feeling ready to deepen, you can start to walk your hands further forward, and as you continue to let the body melt forward, think about bringing the chin in the direction of your chest. So yin is a place of letting go. I just want you to notice if your body is tensing up or holding on to anything, and see if you can soften into those places if they are. And as we hold here for a few moments, think about deepening each and every breath. Try to make each breath just a little deeper than the last. And as you find yourself in this caterpillar, I want you to allow the weight of your world to just roll off your shoulders. In order to create the space for what we want, we also have to learn to let go. So in this moment, physically and fully let go. Let every part of you get really heavy. Trusting that in this moment there is nothing else you need to be doing. So just enjoy your breath. We're going to be here for about another 3 full cycles of breath. If you feel like you need to hold this longer, or if your body wants to be here to get deeper, you're welcome to pause the video, and then you can join me when you're done. As you inhale, begin to rise. Try to roll up 1 vertebra at a time so that your head is the very last thing to lift. And then as soon as your shoulders are stacked over your hips, let's come into butterfly. So take the soles of your feet together, outer edges of the feet to the mat. I'm going to ask that you try to bring your heels out from your hips today so you have more of a diamond shape with your legs, but if that's not feeling good on your knees or on your hips, you're more than welcome to bring the heels back in. Start by sitting nice and tall again. Think about opening up through your chest, and while you're here, try to let your legs get really heavy. as you breathe in, fill yourself up with your breath. And then as you breathe out, chin to the chest, and just slowly again begin to melt forward, thinking about bringing the crown of your head to your feet. So you're welcome to extend the fingertips forward. You can have the hands resting lightly on the feet. You can even take the arms underneath the legs if you need a little bit of support for the hips and the knees. So take the option that works best for you here this morning. And as you settle in, feel like your shoulders are just dropping away from your spine. Try to notice the weight of your hips getting even heavier on your mat. And just come into that place of complete surrender. Create this space and time just for you. So with every breath in, breathe in whatever it is you need for your day. If you need love, peace, a sense of calm. And then as you breathe out, let go of whatever it is you're holding on to that no longer serves you. Let go of any stress, any worries, any fear. And for the next few moments here, just allow yourself to simply be. Let's go just a few more deep breaths. Nourishing yourself with every inhale. Finding some release with every exhale that you take. And then with your next inhale, we'll slowly begin to rise. Start to stack your shoulders over your hips. And then once you're there, just come into a tabletop so we can take the knees together. However you'd like to, make your way onto your hands and your knees. And once you're there, without any thought, I just want you to move. So that might be moving the hips side to side. That might be taking some circles through the center of the body. Maybe we're just finding some cat and cows here, and I just want you to try to connect the movement of your body to the waves of your breath. Remembering that this has nothing to do with what you look like or what you think you're supposed to look like, but it has everything to do with how you're feeling in your body right now. So just give yourself one more full cycle of breath. And then let's meet back in a tabletop position. So I'm gonna have you keep your knees down. Take your hands just a few inches forward. Feel like you're moving your hips a little further forward. And then however you need to, take your right foot to the top of your mat and move it as far forward as you need so that you can feel like you're stacking your knee over your ankle. So as we come into our dragon today, allow your left hip to get really heavy. And if you need a little bit of movement here first, maybe we just sway the hips side to side, kind of check in and see if there's one place that needs this a little bit more than the others. And then I want you to give yourself permission to take the dragon that works best for your body. So maybe we keep the palms rooted If you have blocks, you're always welcome to take your hands to blocks as well. Maybe we start to drop down to the elbows. You can even stay on the palms and just bend into the arms. You also have the option to root down through the left hand and then maybe externally rotate your right knee, or let your right knee fall away from the body. And you can just lightly take your right hand to the inside edge of your right thigh. And while you're here, as the left hip drops down, lift the heart up and a little back. So remembering this is your practice and that your body is different every day that you wake up. So I want you to take some time to see what body you're in right now. What feels good for your body? Take yourself to that place and then just try to settle in for a few breaths. No matter what option you've decided to take, feel the length in the front of your left thigh and the front of your left hip. Almost try to think about expanding into the front of the left hip as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just relax. Let's go just one more full cycle of breath here in your dragon, not holding this pose quite as long as the others. And then no matter where you're at, root back down through the sole of your right foot. Come back up onto your hands if you dropped onto your elbows. And then starting to shift your hips slowly back. When you're ready and when it's available to your body, take your right knee back to meet the left. Take your big toes to touch and just sit your hips all the way back to your heels and come into a child's pose. And just allow your body to soften in this child's pose. Try to relax the shoulders. Maybe see if you can let the hips get any heavier so they can drop more towards the heels. And then just feel yourself breathing in and out of your belly. Make sure your forehead is resting heavy in the direction of your mat so the neck can stay soft. And give yourself just a few more breaths of complete stillness here. Now, as you feel ready, we're going to come into dragon on your left side. So start to press into the hands, move the hips a little further forward. Take your left foot to the top of your mat, to the outside edge of your left hand. And I want you to give yourself plenty of time to work into your dragon. So if you notice that your left knee's really far in front of the ankle, maybe see if you can move the left foot further out just so the right hip has more room to drop forward and open. You can stay on the hands, grab your blocks, take it to your forearms, or add in that little bit of external rotation in the left leg, pressing into the right hand, and then thinking about moving your knee and your heart in complete opposite directions. So because we hold the poses in yin for a little bit longer, you should have some time to explore how the body's feeling in the front of the hip, the front of the thigh, maybe how the back of the leg on your left leg is feeling here. And I just want to be a practice of noticing. Notice the feedback that your body's giving you. And then see if you can respond to that feedback with a little bit of a deeper breath. We move throughout our entire days in this body we've been given, And so often we move without any thought. Our movements are not always mindful. So let this be a practice of mindful movements. And as you really begin to pay attention to your body, also just notice how that helps to bring you in to this moment. Let's go just a few more breaths on this side. And then depending on where you're at, start to root back down through the sole of your foot. We will all make our way back to your palms. And then just very mindfully starting to move your hips back so that you can take your left knee back to meet the right. Take your big toes to touch, sit your hips back to your heels. Let your forehead rest towards the earth. And just come into another child's pose. Let this be a moment of softening throughout your entire body. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And for our final pose of this practice, I'm going to have you make your way onto your back, however that needs to happen from your child's pose. Again, moving slowly, moving with a purpose. And then once you're on your back, hug both of your knees in towards your shoulders. So I like to hook the elbows around the knees to help draw the knees down towards the earth. If it feels better to take your hands to the shins or any option that works for you, just give yourself time to kind of explore, see what's needed. And as you start to pull the knees down, also get heavy in your hips. Try to relax the muscles in your face. Let your shoulders relax. And if this is what's feeling good in your body, please feel free to stay right here. Or if you'd like, we'll be coming into stirrups. So flexing into the feet, lift your heel towards the sky. If it's available to you, take a light grip on the soles of the feet to the outside edge of your foot. So right now I want you to think about the arms getting heavy, and the weight of the arms are helping to pull the knees down towards your mat. So this should be a place of little to no effort. Feel the belly rise and fall with every breath that you take. If your mind has started to wander off somewhere else, just come right back to the sensation of your body and the rhythm of your breath. Let your shoulders relax. And if they're not already, close your eyes. Tuning out the rest of the world for the next few moments. And just enjoying what is in this moment. Together, we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. And then just bring the soles of your feet together. Take the outer edges of your feet to your mat. Let your knees drop down towards the earth and come into a reclining butterfly. Making any adjustments that your body needs right now. Maybe we lengthen through the spine. Maybe we adjust the shoulders. And then once you've found that sweet spot for your body to be, find a comfortable place for your arms to rest and close your eyes. Sit with the stillness for just a little bit longer. Find gratitude for the sense of being that you have brought to yourself this morning. Maybe this is your final resting pose of this practice. If it is, relax even deeper. If you'd prefer, you have the option to extend the legs out long or bring your body into whatever variation of Shavasana feels best in this moment. Just trying to bring your body to a place of complete relaxation. Coming into the essence of you.